Welcome back to another episode of the United in Spirit podcast. I was going to come in this podcast and talk about, what Man United have done in the early stages of this season, as we had the break for the World Cup now. Alejandro Garnacho, coming through and scoring a winning goal against Fulham, but somebody has decided to take the headlines away from the team and onto himself, as per usual. So, there's four words that aren't very good in together. Piers Morgan, the Sun. When them things combine, it never usually goes well. And Cristiano Ronaldo has entered that realm as he has done a sit-down interview with Piers Morgan and the Sun. And he has, apparently, for the fans, decided to expose, really, Manchester United, even though it's kind of just really exposed himself, really. That's what he is. So let's go through some of the quotes. It's 4 things not out yet, but he said about Man United trying to force note. Yes, not only the coach, the other 2 or 3 guys around the club. I feel betrayed. I assume that was Ragnick, Murta, Arnold. They all tried to let him go, but he asked them out first. Like, it was very widely reported by everybody during the summer that Ronaldo wanted to leave. He's the one who said, "I want to go." Yet, now he's the one who's feel betrayed. Like, make it make sense. Like, nobody wanted you in the summer and you were forced to stay. That's what it is. And you feel betrayed. And on Ten Hag, this is probably the worst quote, apart from the Rooney one. I don't have respect for him because he doesn't show respect for me. If you don't have respect for me, I'm never going to have respect for you. What? Okay, Ronaldo didn't turn up for pre-season. Okay? All pre-season, when it was all widely reported, everybody, all the good sources said, Ronaldo wants to leave, Ronaldo wants to leave, Ronaldo wants to leave. Ten Hag, during pre-season, Ronaldo's in my plans, he's going to be a great player for me. I'm sure he can be a great player for me. That's what he said. Okay, he brings Ronaldo on for the Vallecano game, he leaves at half-time, he said he can't do that. And then points out other players did that, so it's not all the blame on Ronaldo. That's fine. That's perfect treatment so far. Nobody wants to buy Ronaldo, so Ten Hag probably would have rather Ronaldo leave, but he's stuck with him. But he does it. He puts his faith in him. He tries Ronaldo out. He tried him against Brentford, and it completely collapsed. The whole team collapsed. So he doesn't start him against Liverpool. We win. We go to Southampton, he doesn't start. We win. We go to Leicester. We win. We face Arsenal. We win. All without Ronaldo. And what's going to make him put Ronaldo back in the team? What seriously is going to make him put Ronaldo back in the team? Seriously, there's no reason to put Ronaldo back in the team after that. He's given the chances in Europa League to impress. So he's given the Sociedad game, plays terrible. The away to Sheriff, scores a penalty, plays terrible. Ammonia, away. Nothing. Again, terrible. Ammonia at home, terrible. Sheriff at home, terrible. There's no reason for him to be upset with the manager over this. His performances have not been good enough, and there are reasons for the manager not to pick him. He came up against Everton and scored the goal. That's good, but we still didn't play well. We were playing best when he was off the pitch. He scored the goal. That's fine. Okay, he scored a goal. We started him against Newcastle. We bring them off, and we look our most dangerous that we've done the whole match. We created the most chance we have when he's off the pitch. West Ham. We play well, he doesn't, but we still win. Away at Sociedad, we play terrible again. He plays terrible. And I think the compounding one really was Aston Villa. Our other forwards are all out. He's the one who we need Ronaldo to do something. Do something, bring something out, bring, a bit of magic. And he doesn't. He looks terrible. He can't control the ball. He can't play a pass. Absolutely terrible, just drawn to the attack. And then he's out for the next 2 games due to... I don't think it's illness anymore. I think we can all agree it's not illness. I think that's pretty certain at this point it's not illness. But we then face Aston Villa a few days later and we beat them without Cristiano Ronaldo. And then we've just beat Fulham without Cristiano Ronaldo. Why does he not have respect for Ten Hag? All he's done is not playing when he's not playing well. He scored 3 goals this season. A penalty against Sheriff. A decent goal against Everton. Fair play to him. A decent goal against Everton. And then the goal against Ammonia. I can't remember, to be honest. I think that was his other goal. Yeah. Was it? No, it was against Sheriff as well. It was against Sheriff, so he didn't score against Ammonia. Sorry, he couldn't score against Ammonia. The fact is, I can't even remember where Ammonia are based. I remember the Sheriff are from Malta. Ammonia was from the Cyprus team, so you can't even score against Cyprus team. The thing is about Ronaldo is his whole career was built on his selfishness and self-belief. He believed in himself more than anyone. He was selfish about it. He didn't take anyone for granted. He took everyone for granted, and he got himself to the top. He got them to the highest possible peak you can ever get in football, winning Ballon d'Ors, winning Champions League, winning trophies every single season, scoring 50, 60 goals a season. That's also ruining his career now. His selfishness, his belief in himself is ruining his career because he's not that guy anymore. We've seen this season, he's been terrible. He's at best our third choice striker. And even then, I'd rather start like Bruno Fernandes up front. That's even then. And just some of these quotes and some of these things are just... The Wayne Rooney one gets it for me. I don't know why he criticised me so badly. Probably because he finished his career and I'm still playing at a high level. Okay? A player criticised you. What's wrong with that? I don't get it. You've dealt with criticism your whole career. So you're just going to blank everybody who's ever criticised you. You've seen it with Jamie Carragher. Then you go, okay, it's Jamie Carragher, it's Liverpool, he's playing the game a bit. But then he does it to Gary Neville. Gary Neville. He stuck up with Ronaldo for everything. But it's only when he didn't turn up pre-season, he's done these few things. They're walking off against Tottenham. He said he needs to go. And he completely blanks him. Gary Neville was his captain at Manchester United. His captain. And now, because he said a couple of things, he blanks him. Wayne Rooney was his best ever teammate, really. Alongside Karim Benzema, his best ever teammate as a striker. Without Rooney and Benzema, Ronaldo wouldn't have won anything. Because they sacrificed their careers for Ronaldo. They did. They both had the sense to see that this guy is amazing. And they both went, I'm going to sacrifice myself. Because Rooney and Benzema both could have scored 40 goals a season every season in their career. But they both sacrificed that for Ronaldo. And now Ronaldo's come against that. Benzema said Ronaldo hasn't congratulated him for the Ballon d'Or. Like, what is that? What is that? They both sacrificed all the accolades they could have had, but they knew for the team to do it for Ronaldo. And Ronaldo's not realising that himself, that for the team, he has to do something different. He does say a few things that are right. Since Sir Alex Ferguson said, I saw no evolution in the club, nothing has changed. He knows better than anyone that the club is not on the path they deserve to be. He knows, everyone knows. Yeah, so why'd you come back? He said, I think the fans should know the truth. I want the best for the club. This is why I came to Man United. And he says, you have to destroy it to rebuild it. And if they start with me, for me, it's not a problem. I love Man United. I love the fans. They're always on my side. But if they want to do it different, they have to change many, many things. Well, yeah. We do have to change many, many things, and you're part of that. You're part of that. I don't think it's a problem changing Ronaldo. Like, you're 37 years old. You scored 3 goals this season. Alejandro Garnacho has almost caught up with you with goals this season. In way less minutes. It's just sad. It's really sad. Like, you want this to be a team, and last season they didn't play as a team, and that was really evident under Ralph Rangnick. And he says, Ralph Rangnick, if you're not even a coach, how are you going to be the boss of Man United? I've never even heard of them. And you can tell straight away he never respected Ralph Rangnick the second he came in. And that gave Ralph Rangnick no chance. When Ronaldo decides you're not worthy of being the coach, it's over. It's over. What's the point? He decided before even probably met him that you're not going to be the coach for me. What does it say about him? It's about him. It's not about the team. Manchester United just had such a good victory earlier today. Alejandro Garnacho, a guy who all his time is focused on Ronaldo. He's all grown up. He wants to be like Ronaldo. Yet now he's turned his back on the club. He's burning bridges everywhere he's going. He's burnt bridges with Rooney. He's burnt bridges with Ten Hag, Rangnick, this Manchester United team. And he's burnt bridges with the fans because the disrespect, and this isn't even the full interview, there's going to be so much more disrespect. And what I don't get is, he clearly wants to leave. There's the reason he's doing it, isn't he, is to force Man United's hands to let him go. It's Joel Glazer who didn't want him to go, and we all know that. So this is trying to force his hand. So the fact is that they try to make him leave is, a bit off. And there's a reason he's doing it with Piers Morgan, is because he's not going to question him about it. But what I don't get is, there were no clubs interested in him in the summer. That was well reported. Chelsea were interested in him. Tuchel was like, I don't want him, he's such a virus. And Tuchel, he was right. Yeah. So there were no interested clubs in the summer. And now all this is coming out. What club's going to be interested in him now? There's not going to be a single club interested in him now. I don't understand this movement. There's not going to be a single club who's going to go, I want him in my team because A, he's not even performing at a high level anymore, so he can't demand the wages and the status of a club. B, no club wants this kind of character in their dressing rooms anymore. Clubs are becoming smarter. And the reason Man United brought in Ronaldo in the first place is because they wanted a smart club. We're not a smart club at all. Hopefully that's changing now under Ten Hag. We're not a smart club. We brought him in because we wanted the commercial revenue of Ronaldo. That's the only reason we brought him in. If we were a smart club, we wouldn't have brought him in. But we're not a smart club. Clubs are becoming smarter. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, a guy like Ronaldo comes to the market. So many clubs would have gone for him. But now clubs are realising that team success is over anything. Football's a team game. Football is no longer a game where you can just give it to one player and hope he scores or hope he does something. It's no longer really about individual talent. Team game, team play is so much more important nowadays. And you can tell that last season, we didn't play like a team and we played towards Ronaldo. And we suffered because of it. We became sick. We were completely down-tooled. And the fact is, I know there's nothing to back this up because it hasn't happened afterwards, but it kind of has as well. But we finished under Solskjaer third and then second. And that second was get some good players in. We brought in Sancho, we brought in Varane. If we brought in another midfielder, we could do title charge. We were never going to do that, really. But there were promising signs. But then we bring Ronaldo and everything goes much worse. And we go, okay, it has happened as soon as Ronaldo's come in, but surely not. It's not Ronaldo. Everyone thinks it's Ronaldo, but surely it can't be. But then this season, when he's played, we're not winning. And when he has played, we're not winning. When he hasn't played, we're winning. There's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. It's just sad. It's a sad way to go out. A Manchester United legend, winning Ballon d'Or in 2008, winning 3 titles on a row, winning the Champions League. He should have gone in the summer. It's just taken away everything from me. It was obviously he's trying to take away from Man United's win. he doesn't want United to do well. It's clear he doesn't want United to do well. All this I want to do with the fans, doing for this. No, if you did it for fans, you'd play well. You wouldn't get locked up by Cyprus defenders or Cyprian defenders. I mean, it's sad. And the attack on Wayne Rooney, it's just cheap. It's just cheap. Saying he's better looking than him, which is true. Like, it's a sad state of affairs. And it fits in perfectly with Piers Morgan and Son, two leeches. And there's a reason Ronaldo did it with them. Two leeches, and then the leech comes towards him. He was never going to do it with the Athletic, or was he? Any reputable, thing. He's getting paid a lot of money by the Sun, but he's approached them. He's approached the Sun. He's approached Piers Morgan, because he knows they're not going to challenge him, because they know they want the clicks. If he did it with the Athletic, if he did it with the Times, if he did it with the BBC, he knew people would challenge him on his views and he wouldn't know what to say. But he did it with the Sun, he did it with Piers Morgan, because they know they wouldn't challenge him, and they'll just run with it, and they'll be fine with it. But hopefully, this means he'll leave in the January transfer window. Hopefully it means he's played his last Manchester United game, and we can just move on without him. He can go to the World Cup. He can, join up with Bruno and Dalot, because that's going to be fun, isn't it? Right before the World Cup. Yeah. Oh, hi Bruno, hi Dalot. Yeah, the club you're still playing for, my teammate that I've just betrayed. Let's go and win the World Cup together. It's not going to be awkward at all. Like, seriously, he has no thinking going on, does he? Literally none. And even his Portugal teammates are going to be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But hopefully United can, I don't know, resolve this issue. Terminate his contract, do something. Mutual termination. It's sad. It's sad because everyone was so excited when he came back to the club. Him coming back to the club, it was so exciting. So exciting. But what we got back was not what we, gave away in 2009. What we gave away in 2009 was the best player on the world alongside Lionel Messi. What we got back was a 36-year-old who couldn't move, who couldn't dribble, and could only score goals when it's all fed towards him. And he will go somewhere where he will score goals. Things like I can't even say that because I don't know who's going to take him. I don't know who's going to take him. Seriously, who's going to take him? Let's go through the Champions League clubs. The teams left in the Champions League, because I assume that's where he wants to go. So the teams left in the Champions League, let's go through them one way. Eintracht Frankfurt, they're a German club, they're well run, they won't take Ronaldo. Napoli, they've already said no. They've got something good going on with Kvaratskhelia, Osimhen. Why would they take him? RB Leipzig, they're well run, they won't take him. Man City, no. AC Milan, potentially, that's probably the only club, but probably not. Tottenham, probably not. Dortmund, no. Chelsea, might do. But the state of affairs they're in, there might be, Inter, probably not. Porto, no. Club Brugge, he won't probably go to them. Benfica, probably not. They seem to be doing quite well this season. PSG, maybe, but they got the directors in the summers, Luis Campos, probably not. Bayern Munich, probably not. They're too smart. Liverpool, no. Real Madrid, no. He's already burnt all them bridges there. So that's all the Champions League clubs, and none of them really, apart from maybe Milan, maybe Chelsea would take him. And that's a big maybe. Milan are doing quite well right now with Giroud, with Leao. I don't think they'll do it. Chelsea, again, Todd Bowley, he might do it. Graham Potter might just say yes to it. Because Ronaldo, but after seeing these things, it's sad. Everyone wanted to work. Everybody wanted it to work. But I'm just looking forward to the rest of the interview. Because they won't leak everything now, because they want people to still watch the interview. They're just going to leak a lot of it, but maybe this is all that's really in there. It's a 90-minute interview. That's a long interview. I want to know when it was filmed, because I assume it's filmed quite a while ago. It's not the kind of thing you just mash up within a day. It's probably been on the plan for a while. These things don't come up quickly. These things are planned out. The questions, 90 minutes worth of questions and conversation. That's weeks worth of planning. So think for weeks where we've been trying to get into the top four, trying to, fight for Europa League, bypass the knockout, playoff round. Yeah, he's been planning this interview probably. Well, he's not been the one planning it, but he's been intending to do this interview about the club. That's probably what will annoy more people. People won't realise that, but that's what's been happening. Playing against Aston Villa last week, we've lost 3-1, but Ronaldo's been planning to tell the world about how he hates Ten Hag, and yet he's the captain of the team. That doesn't show disrespect. He says United betrayed him. He's betraying United right now, because there's no way this all came up the day after the Aston Villa game, where Ten Hag made him captain of the team. But obviously, maybe because he is, he's ill right now. But if you're going to believe that, he's definitely not ill. But if he is ill, great coincidence, because we won the games. Glad he was ill. But I think we should, go into more positive things. Alejandro Garnacho. What a player. Now, I watched him earlier in the year, again, in some of the Youth Cup games at Old Trafford. Seen him against Scunthorpe, scoring a bicycle kick. Seen him smash down the line at Everton, scoring against Wolves, free kicks against Leicester, in the final against Nottingham Forest, scoring the penalty, winning the penalty as well, going on that solo run. And you go, that's a great prospect. Probably not really near the first team, but we'll give him some minutes. Ralph Rangnick gave him a couple of minutes against Chelsea, Crystal Palace. But you go, next season, dabble around with the under-23s and, probably maybe loan out a second half of the season, probably a full loan the next season, and we'll see in the next season. But Everton are stuck with him. And during pre-season, it wasn't great. Obviously, he got a bit too big for his boots, was late to a couple of things, and Ten Hag punished him. As you do. He punished Ronaldo, he punishes Garnacho at the same thing. But there's a difference. Garnacho worked his way back into the team. At 18 years old, he worked his way back into the team. Got lucky through, obviously, injuries. You're always going to have that. Sancho, Antony being out, Ronaldo being terrible. But he's worked his way back into the team. And, he got the chance earlier in the season against Sociedad, and, well, he only came on. He came on for 20 minutes, but didn't do much. But that's his first taste of football. Came on again in 90 minutes against Sheriff. Obviously, never going to do anything against that. But then, he was given the start against Sheriff, and that was always going to be a tough game. But they put 11 men behind the ball and said, "Come at us," and that was always going to be a tough game. He did all right, for an 18-year-old, just turned 18. It's not like he's about to turn 19. He's midway through his 18. He's born in July 1st. You go. He showed some promise, but also should mention in pre-season against Vallecano, he also showed signs there that there's a player there that could, has some attributes for now, like that explosiveness, that quick dribbling, that directness. That's something out of it. And then Ten Hag's trust him in probably our biggest game of the season against Sociedad, and he scores. And you go, whoa! Like that burst of pace against proper defenders was something different. There's something about this guy. And the finish as well was very composed, and not many players could do that. The intention of the run as well, it was all perfect. And then Aston Villa, we know, is all disjointed. Don't blame him. And then he starts as a sub against Aston Villa in the Cup. We go 2-1 down, and he straight away brings on Garnacho. And he absolutely changed the game. Absolutely changed the game. We were so passive that game. We had no directness. Van de Beek was playing there, and it was just all passive. But Garnacho comes on, sprints at defenders, runs down the line, links up well, gets the assist for Bruno's goal, and that perfect assist for McTominay was out of this world. That's the assist of the season so far. Inch perfect by an 18-year-old, and you go, this is something special. This is not normal for an 18-year-old to come and do this. And then he's on the bench for Fulham, and you go, okay, yeah, understandable. You can't play right wing. We want to play Rashford left wing, and that's fine. And he comes on for Martial in the 72nd minute, so he's got 20 minutes to change the game. And he changed the game. Yes, we weren't amazing when he was on the pitch, but we were better when he was on the pitch. Because the defenders, he's 18 years old, and defenders are scared of him. He can go inside, he can go outside, he can go past them, he can go through them. It's special, and for his goal, he's on the left hand side. He passes it into Eriksen, and he doesn't stand still. A lot of 18-year-olds, or even players right now, Ronaldo. Think about Ronaldo. He would just stand still. He would be on the left hand side. He'll pass it into Eriksen. He would stand still. He didn't stand still. He then made a second run at full pace into the box, and Eriksen with a perfect pass. Got to shout out Eriksen here. Perfect pass, finds him. And then he's in that situation where you go, he can win it here. He can win it here. What does he do? Is he composed and slots it in? Does he maybe become too composed and overthink it? Does he go too rash and smash at it and go straight at the keeper? No. He does it perfectly. He just slots it past the keeper into the far corner with his weak foot and wins the game at United in the last seconds of the game. And you go, that shouldn't be happening to an 18-year-old. An 18-year-old, not only to be in that position, but to have that composure and to do it at the death is clutch. And at 18-year-olds, that is something special. He has no fear. And I think like what Ronaldo had at that age, the self-belief and the confidence and the arrogance of him to say, I am this good. It's something special. And what I like about Ten Hag and the team is they are growing him, they are praising him, but he also said, we need to keep working. And I think what happened in the summer is a good thing. He got too big for boots earlier, and he knows that if he doesn't play to the rules of the squad, he will go out. And that's something good to learn early. To make mistakes are good early, because now you know what not to do. And now he stopped them mistakes, and he's got back into the team, and he's delivered, and he's proven that he's good enough at this level. He's proven that he can start for Manchester United. And that hard work of working off the summer, of being late for meetings, being punished by Ten Hag, that shows extra resilience on his character. A lot of players would have gone, I've been told off by the boss, I don't want to make any headways now. But he said, no, I'm going to be myself. I'm going to prove you wrong. I believe in my abilities, and I'm going to get back to level. And he did. And he's reaping his rewards of his hard work. It's just too bad that the person he's idolising wants to leave. I just hope that United resolve this issue quickly, and by the time we come back from the World Cup, that Ronaldo's no longer here. I don't want Ronaldo at this club anymore. Attacking the manager, attacking players at the club, attacking the board. Yeah, he might be right in some things, but there's no reason to do it. And I just hope we cut his contract and nobody else wants him. I just hope that's the kind of thing that happens. That would be quite satisfying, actually. That we mutually part ways, and then he's a free agent, and the only teams that want him are the teams in like Saudi Arabia or Qatar that have that never-ending pile of cash. But I assume he'll go to the MLS. But I think Ronaldo's too arrogant for that. It's going to be a very interesting few weeks, but, leave your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next podcast where hopefully we have more nice things to talk about.